Hey, Jordan.
Please.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm thinking like. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm about to say, I'm gonna go and check.
We're live on YouTube, so we like going.
Yeah.
Oh, I need. My little everyone watching. Oh, I don't think it's take it out. I know she's seen it before. It's an old name. It's always gathered in that room. Hey, buddy. How you doing? I'm gonna go back and get my show. I make fun of that.
I am please receiving. What's wrong with the computer, man? All right, I'll call this meeting to order at 5:01. Director Cunningham, can you lead us in the fight song?
See you.
right, we will now move to roll call. Attorney General Musori.
President Colbert. Vice President Edwards. Treasurer Correa. Chief of Staff Moody. Director Abdul. Assistant Director Willem. Director Johnstone. Assistant Director Robinson. Director Cunningham. Assistant Director Battle. Director Chiora. Assistant Director Perry. Director Ramos. Director Taxman. Assistant Director Afterworky. Director Thomas. Assistant Director Dodson. Director Southern. Director Howard. Director Onwonga. Assistant Director Pinkney. Director Randia. Assistant Director Coleman. Director Malaj. Assistant Director Tayeb. Director Carr. Assistant Director Ajayi. Representative James. Representative Entwistle. Representative Thompson. Representative McCauley. Pro Temp Nawachin and Mary. Government Operations Chair Ryan. Appropriations Chair Adesanya. Senator Brahami. Senator Brown. Senator Crosby.
President.
Senator Dagu.
President.
Senator Dobbin.
President.
Senator Hicks. Senator McGuire.
President.
Senator Moore. Senator Robinson. Senator Sedgwick. Senator White. Chief Justice McNeil.
President.
Chief Justice Adenika. Solicitor General Brown.
All right, we're now moving to the approval of the minutes. Solicitor SharePoint for successful. Are there any amendments to the agenda? Hearing none, we'll now move into guest speakers. We do not have any today, so we're now moving to public participation and student concerns. Is there any public participation? Student concerns? Great, we'll get into communications advisors remark.
Happy Tiger Tuesday. Appreciate y'all. Your enthusiasm would be appreciated. I have three announcements. Three. First is Leadership Awards. So the Leadership Awards nomination process is open. You can find those nominations on the homepage of Involvement TU. You all have been doing some amazing work this year. I strongly encourage you to nominate your peers for awards that you think they are worthy to receive. The second thing is about the College Town Industry Days. So Baltimore College Town, which we hosted the Student Governance Summit with a few weeks ago. They do a lot of really great other events throughout the year. Industry Days is a networking opportunity for students who are interested in the arts, finance, STEM, life sciences, mass communication, entrepreneurship, sustainability. This event is on Monday, April 3rd. So I think the week after you get back from spring break. And it's from 5 to 7 p.m. If you're interested, I can send you more details and information. And then the last announcement, I want to make sure I have everyone's attention. I'm going to be very clear in updating what you all know about what I do at Towson. So I've shared this with a few students in general, but want to make sure that the full body knows. I wear several hats at Towson, including being the director of student activities. So you know, I'm a director on campus, right? And in addition to that, I'm obviously the advisor for Student Government Association, which is a component and written into my job description. So it's part of what I'm supposed to do. In addition to all of that, and sort of overarchingly, I'm an administrator of this institution. So I'm responsible for ensuring that the rights of students, policies, and procedures are being followed in all instances. So in the last few weeks, we've had some just general interesting conversations in this space, and where I have called on the documents that you all have created as a student government association. There may have been instances where I should have called on the policy and procedure of the university. So to clarify, when I'm sharing or speaking out in your GA meetings, it is typically in relation to my role as an administrator at this institution. I am not a student, so I'm not technically part of Student Government Association, but I am a responsible steward to ensure that what is happening in this space is not in violation to policy and procedure that is written or in practices that will violate the rights or responsibilities of anyone who attends or is a guest in this space or at Towson University. So I just wanted to clarify that. I know my timing at starting at Towson was a little close to the start of the semester, so I wasn't part of your onboarding or initial training. But just want to share that so y'all understand where I'm coming from when I'm sharing during your GA meetings. And hopefully before the semester is out, I can also join some educational components of pre-meetings that you'll have on Thursday. I yield.
Appropriations Committee. Government Operations Committee.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, y'all. So yesterday at our committee meeting, we got the chance to review resolution number 27, and we decided to rule it favorable with amendments, and all amendments were friendly since it was my bill. Any questions? And with that, I yield.
Rules Committee.
Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. So last week, we, the Rules Committee reviewed and amended some things in the Accountability Ethics Handbook, and we had a guest participation speaker, someone that was from a YSA, attended the Rules Committee and also gave some recommendations for the Standing Rules Committee, the Standing Rules of Order, and gave some amendment ideas for that, which we voted on, and you will be seeing a Senate bill regarding that in the near future. That I yield.
President Copeland.
Good evening, everybody, and happy Tiger Tuesday. A couple of events on, a couple updates on last week's events. The University System of Maryland Student Council held its monthly meeting for March. And that body consists of our other USM sister institutions, all the presidents of the both graduate and undergraduate student bodies. And so there might be some changes coming to the posthumous degree awarding and USM changes to maternity leave that are coming through. USM changes we take a lot. A lot of them involve the border region, so it's kind of a slow process. And I'll keep you all updated on how those changes, come about. Also, we'll be hosting the next meeting on Towson's campus on April 16th. So if we do need any support, I'll be sure to reach out to you all. And if you're interested in swinging by, if it's public and helping out in any way possible, I'm happy to have you there. Shout out to Director Johnstone, former Senator Bell again, Chief of Staff Moody. We had a great time at Tune, our Northeastern campus last week. They had a karaoke, bingo, and drag show all in one event. It was an excellent event. We were glad to go and support, our satellite campus. They make many trips down here, so we're happy to go down there and do that as much as we can. They have another event coming up April 1st. I'll send that in the group me if anyone's interested. We can, carpool situation. If enough people are interested, even looking to bus them down there. So stay tuned for that. Thank you also to our marketing department. Selena's holding it down today, AD Pinckney. For their food share support, we were able to offer order Tupperware, cutting boards, and some other items for the food share through our food share support line item. So thank you to the marketing department and Treasurer Korea, everybody for making that happen. In terms of the presidential search, we had our last, I believe, public listening session last week, Thursday. And so I'm looking forward to hearing from the candidates, and I'll update you all as much as possible. There's a website where you can submit your feedback continually. There's also an anonymous portion to that website now. Lastly, continue working with our shared governance body. I'm grateful for the leadership of Dr. Rowe, President Twa on the Graduate Student Association. First up with the Public Communication Center support. I won't talk too much because we have the bill on the floor tonight. So thank you, Senators Crosby and Ryan. But essentially, students that work in the center were laid off. The center was shut down due to budgeting. And so the bill that we have on the floor tonight would establish permanent university support for that center. And so thank you all for working on that request on my behalf. And the interim president is also on board, so it's likely to come to fruition after it passes, hopefully, our body tonight. Also, Resolution 8, if Senator McGuire is here. So the Passville bill has an exciting update. It passed favorably with amendments, the Academic Standards Committee. We've been hearing about that all year long, so congratulations again on that excellent bill. It was very well written, well thought out, and I applaud you for, considering bringing that legislation forward. Essentially, if the student elects the pass grading option, they're not eligible to, revert back to the letter grade option after the grade is posted, on Blackboard and finalized. That was the one amendment they had. If you have any questions about that, I'm happy to take them and share that with the committee.
Are you just able to send that email to me?
Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
Alright.
Anyone else that's interested, essentially, that was the one major amendment they had, but if you have a D, letter grade D, and you elect the pass-fail option, you won't fail. You would receive a CRD, which stands for credit. And you wouldn't fail the class. So that's good. Thank you again for that awesome bill. And with that, our own director, Abdul, was on the Academic Standards Committee that reviewed that legislation. And so thank you for your hard work since you joined SGA and tabling on your committees. Director Abdul is also our member of the week, so congratulations. With that, congratulations. Are there any questions?
Okay. Hi, happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. So just a quick, a few things. Senators, please make sure you are still relaying budget information to your student orgs. Final budgets are due this week, so on Friday, March 17th at 11:59. That is a hard deadline. Anything after that will not be reviewed. I will be uploading all fall 2023 final budget submissions to the SJ SharePoint so that everyone has access to them if you would like to review them. Obviously not during spring break, but the week after. The following week will be budget hearings. And on the topic of budget hearings, I will be sending out an availability form for you all. So please fill that out. It is a constitutional duty for you all to be at budget hearings, and I will also be asking for class schedules. And then just for anyone who is on payroll, student timesheets are due over spring break. So please make sure that if you are on payroll, to have them submitted with the correct hours by the end of this week, preferably Friday at the end of the day. And you should not be putting any hours on there for next week. No one should be working during spring break. So yeah, any questions? Yes, Senator Ryan.
Okay. Never mind, I'm good. Nice to chair.
Please, President Cook. Okay, with that, I yield.
President Copeland.
Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot on resolution 8, it passed the academic standards committee and it's going to the academic senate again. And they'll vote on that in their main meeting. So it's not final yet, but it is likely to pass. The provost, well, the interim president supports it and it's likely to pass, but in May. So sorry.
Attorney General Musori.
Happy Second Tuesday, everybody. Just one announcement. Grant Review Committee will be meeting at 5:45 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, with that, I yield.
Chief Staff Moody.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. So the LinkedIn headshots went really well this morning. We were able to give Duncan students headshots for their LinkedIn page. So shout out to Ala for helping out the entire time. I really do appreciate it. And then tomorrow we do have an event from 7 to 10 p.m. which we really need help on. And then we definitely need help at Student Appreciation Day. And yeah, I know this week is not a lot going on except for P week. So if you need help fulfilling your hours, please just make sure that you're showing up at events. We are going to be checking it, looking for it and looking for accuracy, especially for paid members. Make sure y'all are reaching your 10 hours this week. And then yeah, no directors approved for spring break hours next week. So make sure y'all are
Department of Academic Affairs.
Hi, guys. We had a meeting today with we had a meeting last week today with the provost, and we talk about events. We talk about donation drive where students can especially students can donate school supplies, supplies like blankets, lamps and stuff like that, that they don't need anymore, so we can give. And you guys will be seeing more information about that. Any question? Okay, with that, I yield.
Sorry, technical difficulties. Department of Civic Engagement.
Good Tuesday, everyone. First off, I want to say thank you to everyone who came to the food share event that we had last Saturday. We did 4 main tasks, which saved them roughly 3 weeks worth of work. So that was a wonderful thing that we could have done to support our food share and to utilize it. So I think a round of applause is needed for everyone here. We are planning a separate canned food drive event with some of the Greek councils. So that is in its very early planning phases, but hopefully soon I'll have more information to talk about. We plan on having the Earth Day block party on the 19th of April. We are still planning certain aspects of the event, what's to come and what they want to do. But when those updates do come, I will let you guys know. And we'll also be giving more updates about assistance that we're probably going to need. So please keep your eye out. Okay. With that, I yield.
Department of Communications.
Happy Taco Tuesday, everybody. What was I gonna say? Oh, I hope everybody's enjoying this Wednesday. And we do have upcoming event. That was like cute. Oh, it's Wednesday. I mean, it's Tuesday. I meant Tuesday. I wrote it down on here, y'all. Okay, I hope everyone's enjoying this Tuesday. Okay, but anyways, we have a whole bunch of P-Week events coming up, so I hope some people got to attend the LinkedIn headshots today, and then Return to Paul's is tomorrow from 7 to 10. Then March Madness is from 5 p.m. and then we have student appreciation day on Thursday as well in the community service. And thanks again to everyone who participated in pre-meeting. It was a lot of fun. Thanks, Bree and Ashley. Oh, and then let me know again if anybody wants to be featured, in the Women's Appreciation story post on Instagram, because we're trying to think of more people to post. So just let me know if you guys have a favorite professor or any notable women around town that you think. It could be students, like I said. And then Director Thomas, she came up with this great idea for Wellness Wednesday, and I'll let her talk about it more. But yeah, we're gonna start implementing that for every Wednesday. And then our recap video will be recorded this week, as well as the TikTok tomorrow. Any questions? Okay, we got it.
Department of Community Outreach.
Hi, everyone. So this week we're gonna end a community service day, which is this Friday from 11 to 2. It's gonna be in the office. We're gonna be making comfort kits for children at John Hopkins Children's Center. And last week we also mentioned that we're gonna have a service opportunity at Meals and Wheels next month. So April is gonna be on April 21st. And Eddie Perry sent out a form in the group me where you can tell us if you're interested or not, because we have a limit of 15 volunteers and all the volunteers have to fill out a group application.
And when you fill that out, we're gonna send you out the application. The application shouldn't take like more than 1 minute. And also, if you've done community service, please enter them on the volunteer so we can approve them. Any questions?
Department of Diversity and Inclusion.
Hi, everyone. A good Tuesday. I have a couple of announcements. Like I said, I'm still working on you trying to finalize on the org. So if you have any know any orgs that may be interested and want to join the volunteer tabling, please let me know. And then also, I'll be collaborating with Freshman Council. They're gonna have an event on March 29th, with the care package, so I'll allow them to talk about that more later. And then last, I also want to shout out that House and CHC will trying to do a for University like Kiki Ball, which is gonna be happening later this semester. So I wanted to shout that out. You check out their Instagram page. There are a bunch of different like categories, and for each category, they are giving out a prize. So if you want to apply as an individual or as an organization yourself, I highly recommend doing that. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it for me. If you have any questions. All right, with that, I yield.
Department of Health and Wellness.
Hi, everyone. Happy Tiger Tuesday and happy Pee Wee. So I'm really excited to announce that we will be implementing Wellness Wednesdays, where every week we'll have a post dedicated to a different health topic. And this week, we're going to be talking about endometriosis in honor of it being Endometriosis Awareness Month. So I really appreciate it if you all interact with that post and are able to help spread awareness. Tomorrow is the Party Smart event hosted by the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Other Drug Prevention Center. It's going to be from 6 to 8 p.m. and it's going to be here in the Union Ballrooms D and E. And on Saturday, May 6th, there will be the annual Out of the Darkness Walk for Suicide Prevention. So I'll be creating a team for members of SGA that are interested in volunteering for that event. And I'll send out I'll send out a link, sorry, by the end of this week. And volunteers will be finalized by April 10th. Does anyone have any questions for me? Okay, with that, I yield.
Department of Higher Education.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone, and happy Pi Day. If you don't know what that is, look at your name. 3.14, happy Pi Day. Hope you guys get some pie later. But as you know, we're collaborating with Crop, and they want to do collaborations with us on Wednesdays from 10 to 12. But this Thursday, they're doing a walkthrough of the school. So if you're interested in doing that, please let me know. I'll give you the information for that. Also, if you're interested in tutoring elementary school students on Monday evenings, please let me know. I'll set up a sign up GS for that. We're gonna be tutoring Stoneleigh Elementary School students. It's like 5 minutes away from campus, so hopefully everyone can come to that. And also, I will be having a meeting with all exit mentors tomorrow at 3:30 in the office conference room. Questions? With that, I yield.
Department of Legislative Affairs.
Hi, everyone. Happy Tiger Tuesday. So I just wanted to report how House Bill 384 passed through the House. It's like for the higher education institutions with withholding. The connect with is like tuition, no, for transcript withholding, yeah, but you don't have to. So, and it shows how we advocated during Tiger Friday and how it shows like our work day about 2 weeks. Yeah.
Department of Special Projects.
No report.
Department of Marketing.
Okay, happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. So it's P week, so make sure you guys are just reposting all P week content and flyers. So every day there's always something that you can always post or like or comment on, just be interactive with posts. Make sure to also email anyone on the marketing team at least 2 weeks in advance prior to when you want your flyer, not to the event. And then if you want digital marketing, make sure you send it to Director Awanga. And then if you want physical marketing, make sure you email either Dr. Howard or myself. And then Dr. Abdul, please email me a picture of yourself for the number of the week post. Lastly, we are highlighting resources that are available for the student body that a lot of us might not know about. So for example, today we highlighted the paw print collegiate reading program. So if you guys have any suggestions on what you want to highlight on the Instagram story, just let me know. Any questions? Okay, with that, I yield.
From the student organizations.
Happy Tigers, everyone. Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. Department of Student Life is working on the SGA section agenda for the town hall, and we have a couple of things we'll be asking student org to get a feedback. If you all have anything that you would like to add to the SGA section, let me or Director Carr know. And the town hall will be on March 29th from 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. And the location will be sent out in the weekly email after spring break. Any questions? That I
Department of Youth and Development.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. Nothing much is going on with NSD, but we are having a tabling event on Thursday with co-hosted with TUPD. So come out to support. It's 12 to 3. And then we're also getting ready to start our kickball game with Morgan State. Start playing it. Any questions? And with that, I yield.
Disability representative. University Residence Government Representative.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everybody. First, work professional regards. Tonight, URG will be having a GA where we will be doing the first half of our executive board elections. That means we will be voting on president, vice president, my position, and director of finance. And next week, next 2 weeks, be a break. On the 28th, we'll be electing the rest of the board and stuff like that. So that's that side of that. And on a funner note, Thousand Tiger Games. It's the second one. We're doing it. It's here. This is the flyer for it. You just scroll down a bit more. That's a QR code. I'll send it out in the groupie later on so you guys can get, affiliated with that, share it and stuff like that. Scan that, register for it. It can get you a headband, t-shirt, stuff like that. We'll have a lot of cool things going on for each of the days and stuff like that. One of the main focuses of it is we have tournament style day where we have obstacle course, inflatable obstacle courses and stuff like that. And that's just one facet of it. So please spread the word on that. The more people, the more fun it'll be. And also backtracking on the election part earlier. You don't have to come. It's 7. It's really late. You don't have to do that, but we still appreciate the support for our new executive board. So with that, I yield.
Support Club Council Representative.
Hi, everyone. So the first update I have is on the sport club side of things. On Monday, the SEC met and we approved additional supplemental budgeting for the club boxing team. So as per our sport club handbook, clubs are allowed to request supplemental budgeting a certain amount depending on what tier level they are. So boxing, for example, is tier 1, which is the lowest of the tier levels. So they are only allowed to request a maximum of $750 of supplemental funding. They requested less than that, and the funding is going towards sending a ranked member of their team to nationals. So best of luck to them. They're in belt contention, so that's very exciting. The other update I had, if you don't know, I am the social media team lead for Students Achieve Goals for Education, also called SAGE, for the Student Success Programs. And we're working on planning a fun event sometime in April. It's going to be murder mystery themed. We have a lot of really good ideas for it. We're in the midst of planning it, but we're looking for SGA support. If any of you guys would like to be involved with it, just let me know. Anyone have any questions about either of those? Cool, with that, I yield.
Transfer Student Representative.
Good afternoon, everyone. So last week was a moment for the council. We covered communication, stability, and how we can execute our ideas between how we can execute our ideas better within the council. And because what you see on the outside is what we do on the inside. Currently, we are working on empowering women, which is a tabling on March 28th. It is meant to highlight empowering women and celebrating all women. We will be collaborating with Sister Scripture and other empowering women organizations. Stay tuned and pay attention to our page to see the time and where we'll be located at, so you can join us. And don't forget, tools and resources will be given out to aid in empowerment. Any questions, comments, or concerns? With that, I give.
Freshman Council Representative.
Hi, everyone. Happy Tiger Tuesday. So, if you can tell from our page on Instagram, we have an event coming up on April 21st from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Our application deadline is on March 16th. It's Sunday, this Thursday. So if you have any friends, mentees, please tell us so they can apply. We also have a freshman core tabling for that this Thursday from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. So please come support. We have been planning freshman core for quite a while. And lately we have focused on budgeting, show schedule, and hopeful collabs in the future. And we have been trying to get the flyers out on the TV screens across campus. And other news, our diversity inclusion chair, Jenna, has planned a week of events dedicated to women's history. One of them being a care packaging event where we'll be packaging products for women and donating them to the House of Ruth in Baltimore. So if you guys could please come out to that event on March 29th. The time and location details will be shared soon. Thank you. Any questions? With that, I yield.
Ooh, can I call on you first? So this is the general.
Happy Tiger Tuesday and happy Tea Week, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day. As you all know, that I sat on the committee that was responsible for selecting a new assistant dean / director of student accountability and restorative practices. The last session was today, and I'm really excited to see which candidate will be chosen for this position. In regards to the question that I was given last week, I personally asked the candidates that question. I can give you the responses if you want to see them, but the question was brought up and they had really great responses. Next, the Know Your Rights campaign is approaching the week we come back from spring break. I'll be sure to send out a sign up genius. That way anyone that would like to help with tabling, and the day I will probably need the most help with will be on the Wednesday of the week we come back, since it is the day of the trivia night / panel night, and I would definitely love everyone to come out and support. Any questions? And with that, I yield.
My report. All right, so this past week, I sat on the November committee, where we helped pick candidates to go to receive a grant, we can event, stuff like that. We did move one candidate forward on the candidate that we didn't choose. We still want to do the event, so hopefully she collaborates with that shade to do that. Also, our December week planning has begun. If anybody has any ideas for what they want to see, specifically senators, yeah, I have ideas for what you want to see, just let me know. Ideas, as long as it's not tabling, we will not be doing any tabling. Go hard, I just said. I mean, we love tabling, no shades of we're gonna do something else. Also, Director Thomas mentioned it, but there's a collaboration tomorrow between SGA and the Health Center. It's called Party Smart. So basically, it's going to be kind of like a fun event, kind of their twist on like how to give like safe partying tips, since it's about to be spring break. We'll be passing out the drink testing strips that Trevor Correa so graciously for the organization. So we'll be doing that. So if you have time, please come out to that. And then, okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. Any questions? Great, thank you. Are there any opinions of the court?
Yes. Happy Tiger Tuesday, everybody. Good to see you guys all here. So we just have a few updates. So I just want to talk about the SRO where it's about no member may make personal references about other members unless during confirmation and internal elections. Personal references must refer to matters that would prohibit a member from carrying out their
duties and responsibilities. So I know there's been differing opinions about this section, but when making personal reference, please refrain from using or from including comments that blatantly discredit their character. So defamation of character without the proper investigative steps is kind of unfair to the members or potential members that want to join the SGA because they can't defend themselves. Please understand that questions and comments are welcome. Just be mindful of how you're presenting them to the audience. And then we expect audience members to debate, audience members of the debate to follow the same rules as the SGA and our members. So yeah, with that out of the way, we also have a J board application, so we got that coming this week, hopefully. And then we had a budget, or we had an appeal meeting last Wednesday, I believe, with Bettering Black Minds. We denied their appeal because their general account was in negative. With that,
Are there any motions to the floor? Professor Charasanya.
I move to review resolution 27.
Okay, then one second. Government Proceeds Charasanya. Without number moving to a vote, I'm reviewing resolution number 27. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstaining? With that, the vote is passing. We now begin to resolution number 27. Government Proceeds Charasanya, I believe that you're the one that wrote the legislation. You could come please and remind everyone what the legislation is in regards to Deputy Chief Justice Adanuga. Granted.
Okay, so resolution number 27, like I explained last week, it's basically just not only making Narcan more accessible on campus, but also promoting training events that we'll be collaborating with the health center and various other corporations to show that, or allow students to see that, we're trying to promote this and get it out to more people. So it's already accessible to TUPD and RAs and whatnot. So we just want to make sure that all students have a chance to receive the training. So with the legislation, since it went through my committee, some of the changes I made were just in the language, just small, just talking about the training that we wanted to promote and tag team, not only for SGA members, but all students. So any questions with that?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Senator Brown. I'll pass my mic, please.
On the question.
Anyone second the call to question?
Second.
Senator Dengu.
I second.
Okay, without moving to a vote on the call to question on resolution number 27, all those in favor? Opposed? Abstaining? Let the call to question is passed and we'll now begin to vote on resolution number 27 as a whole. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstaining? Resolution number 27 is passed. Are there any motions on the floor? Senator Crosby. Motion to review resolution 30. Okay, does anyone second? Senator Brahimi?
I second.
Okay, with that, we're moving to a vote on reviewing resolution number 30. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstaining? Let the count is passed and we'll now begin to vote on resolution or review resolution number 30. Vice President Edwards.
Excuse me, yeah, I don't think Sarah's here, so I think we should probably move the table.
Okay, I think we voted on it. I'll entertain a motion to table resolution number 30. Senator Crosby. Motion to table resolution number 30. Okay, does anyone second? Senator Dangu.
I second.
Okay, with that, we're now moving to a vote on tabling resolution number 30. Can you rephrase the motion to keep the table of the bill until March 28th, the first Tuesday after break?
I motion to table resolution number 30 until March 28th.
Okay, and Senator Dunn, you second, correct?
I second.
Okay, with that one, I'm moving to a vote on tabling resolution number 30 until March 28th. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstaining? With that, resolution number 30 is tabled. Other motion on the floor? Senator Dangu?
I motion to inquire resolution number 31.
Okay. Anyone second? Government Operations Chair Lines?
I second.
Okay, with that one, I'm moving to a vote on acquiring resolution number 31. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstaining? With that one, now begin to review inquire resolution number 31. Senator Crosby, go ahead and take it away.
Recently, the Public Communications Center reached out to our President Colquitt, who reached out to us. This is concerning about their inability to find permanent funding for their operations. So just a little background on what the center is. They've been servicing students for 5 years, and they were initially they initially started off of a $25,000 grant, which only came 1 year. And since then, they've had to pull funding from the dean's office and the provost's office, amongst other orgs. So now, as of this year, they were unable to find funding, so they had to start laying off students, and that's when student concern led to the standing provost and the dean giving them enough funding to operate this year. They have 15 student peers, that's where all the money goes. This past academic year, they served 3,675 students. And this legislation would just be urging the administration to permanently fund the PCC. And just a little background for what the PCC does. Essentially like the writing center, but just for speech, they help people prepare for public speeches and help them improve their speech overall. So, any questions?
Appropriations, Charles, I know.
I don't know if you mentioned it earlier, but was it 60,000 a year, like, made up number?
No, it's not a made up number. Can't remember her name, but she is she's their director, so she provided us with that number of how much it costs to run a year. Yeah.
Mics, please.
Oh, the question.
My original question was there research, but like, I meant to say like, did they like say this is how much we use for like, let's say, electric, for example?
In the email she sent to us, she just told us that it's roughly $60,000 to operate as a whole. So anything like that to pay the students, electric that you were asking about.
Vice President Edwards.
Yeah, so the money will not be coming from SGA. We're just the ability to say like it's our stance that the university finds some type of substantiate continually, so they don't have to continue to piecemeal their organization each year.
Senator White.
So it kind of opens up to this question of where is this money coming from? Is this coming directly from students? Is tuition, will tuition end up going up, or so whoever?
You have that question in President Colquitt.
It wouldn't, so, well, for one, the fee form and the fee, proposals to the USM Board of Regents is already passed. But this wouldn't impact our fees for next year. Also, a number as low as 60,000 wouldn't really impact tuition dollars. And the funding has been there in the university in previous years, just like they'll get a little here, a little there, a little from the dean's office, a little from the provost's office if they're so kind. So this is just to urge the university to establish permanent funding for the center from the university. The money's there. The interim president is on board, and I think it's a perfect time before we get a new president to establish this as a part of TU's standing practices. Also, Chair Odesanya, it's also in the legislation that 100% of the 60,000 goes to paying the peer mentors based on the information that we got. So if there's no other fees or hidden, not using them.
Thank you, Deputy Chief Justice Alexander.
But do you clarify the first way out, because you say it started as an initial $25,000, so why must it be $1,000?
Just the grant was given them for 25, they had to store the rest of the money somewhere else.
Any other questions? Thank you, Senator Crosby. Are there any announcements? Director Sutton.
Once again, if you're interested in seeing the school we'll be mentoring with the collaboration with Croft, it'll be on Thursday, pretty early, so please just let me know if you're interested. And happy Friday!
Any other announcements? Any motion on the floor? Senator White.
Motion to adjourn.
Anyone second? Senator Dobbin.
Second.
We're not moving to go on adjourning. All those in favor? Opposed? Opposed? Abstaining? That we adjourn.